Welcome back, and I've got a fun experiment for you today. What we're going to look at is how the colour of light falling on an object affects what colour you see it as being. But first, a little bit of a story. Many years ago, I bought a pair of jeans, and I quite liked the colour of them in the shop. So I tried them on and bought them, took them home, and then put them on at home. And when I went outside, they appeared to be a completely different colour. They weren't really the colour that I saw in the shop at all. And this video goes some way to explaining what was going on. So here's a little experiment that shows the same effect. You walk into a shop and you want a can of Coke, so you grab the red can of Coke and you walk outside. And when you walk outside, something strange happens. It isn't the Coke that you wanted, it's actually a can of Diet Coke. But it looked a completely different colour when it was in the shop. So what's going on here? So let's explain what's happening here. A can of Diet Coke is silvery, it's sort of white in colour. And that means any light that hits it will be reflected. So in normal sunlight, red, blue and green light are in normal sunlight. The red, blue and green light will reflect off the can and it will appear white or shiny silver. But what if the shopkeeper keeps the Diet Coke cans, which are white or silvery, only under a red light? Well, if they're kept under a bright red light, then their shiny surface only reflects the light that hits it, and the only light that's hitting it is red light, so the can will appear red like a normal can of Coke and not a diet one, and you'll probably pick the wrong one off the shelf. So this is the sort of thing that was happening with the blue jeans that I thought I bought. That in the shop, if you had a pair of jeans and they looked blue, and you took them home and put them outside in white light, you might actually find out that the jeans were actually made of a white material. But they appeared blue because in the shop they were only being illuminated under blue light, and so the blue light hit the white jeans and reflected off them and made you think that it was blue denim material. So when you buy clothes, it's always important to take them outside, maybe if they allow you to, and look at them under the light you're normally going to wear them under. Of course, the lights inside are usually white, a bit like sunlight, so there's not a problem there. But if the shop has some rather strange coloured lighting, you won't get the true colour until you take them outside. The teddy bear at the moment is white, as you know, but he looks quite green because we're shining green light on him, and green light reflects from the white surface really well. You might think about going to a disco or something. It's best to wear white, and then you will always reflect the colours of the lights that hit you. Now, this is particularly important in catering situations, of course, where if you put the food under funny coloured lights, like you put the salads under green lights, they can look really lush and green. And then when you get them out under normal lighting, they don't look as nice as they did under the special lighting. And it's a bit of a cheat, and I think some supermarkets have used this technique. I've got one more experiment I'd like to show you, and this one I call the disappearing kangaroo experiment. So I've got an empty can of Foster's Lager here, and they have a kangaroo on their logo at the bottom of the can, and you can just about see it, but it's not very clear. And I'm illuminating the can in blue light. But what happens if I add to that blue light some red light? And there you go. You can see the kangaroo really clearly, and then when I turn off the red light, away it goes. So the explanation's pretty simple. The can's blue, and if we shine blue light on the can, it reflects the blue light back. The kangaroo's red, and because it's red, when we shine blue light on it, it absorbs that blue light and doesn't reflect anything back. But if we shine some red light on the kangaroo, then the red light reflects off the red kangaroo and we can see it really well. So that is the disappearing kangaroo. So I hope you've learnt a little bit about how the colour something appears depends on the colour of the light falling on it. I'll be making another video soon, and I look forward to seeing you then.